Kia ora everybody, welcome to Bowls5, proudly presented by Bowls New Zealand. We're back at the Pukekohe Bowling Club as these 6 outstanding bowlers continue to battle for the right to be crowned the inaugural Bowls5 champion. And here's a reminder about how Bowls5 works. It's 5 end games of bowls, 4 bowls per bowler as is standard. There is no kills though, so if Jack does go off the rink, it will be respotted. There is a fixed mat length as well as a fixed jack length as well. If we are tied at the end of 5 ends, we go to that super end, the 1 bowl tiebreaker. Take an opportunity now to have a look at how the point stands. Shannon sits atop at the moment, and what is the difference? It is ends 1 and it's shot differential. Ryan now sits in 2nd spot, Katelyn inch in 3rd, Tayla sits in 4th spot at the moment. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley though, he's moving up quite nicely. Selina Goddard currently sitting at the moment in bottom spot, but I know as we look ahead to what we can expect to see, it's going to be really interesting because it is Tayla Bruce and Selina Goddard. It's a busy old day for Tayla, who's going to be playing in Game 3 and Game 5. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, he's got a couple of games on the mix as well against Shannon McIlroy, and as I say, finishes up against Tayla Bruce, Katelyn Inch and Selina Goddard, so a couple for Selina. It's a busy night. Right now though, let's get up to the head and let's get the coin toss for this opening game. And we're away. We've got Shannon McIlroy, we've got Katelyn Inch back doing the commentary. So the opening end, back off and going here, this wonderful facility at the Pukekohe Bowls Club. Wonderful to be able to have the use of this for the duration of Bowls5.
It's a great facility. It's really good.
The indoor bowls, outdoor rinks as well. It's a wonderful community facility that they can utilise here in Pukekohe.
Yeah, absolutely. So Selina did get on top of Tayla last time they did play, and she'll have that in the back of her mind, knowing that she can do it. But like you say, it's getting as far up that ladder as you can, giving yourself the better chance at getting to that final. But everyone is still in it at the end of the day, so anything can happen. And
of course, you're going to want to keep it down there because you're playing in Game 4 this evening as well. So you're, I guess, a bit of mix there. You do want to try and make sure that you're doing the best by yourself.
Yeah, just going to go out and control what I can control. Obviously, yeah, you can't dictate what other results are happening out there. So, yeah, see if we can get another win.
Well, here is Tayla Bruce straight out the gate, showing why she is the reigning world champion. That is a really good start.
Very good. First bowl, obviously just over the top in the pocket. She trails back towards her shot, so she's first 2 opening bowls, very good for Tayla.
So the middle of our 8th round.
Not the worst reply here, if she can just kick on a little.
Not far away.
She probably had enough weight to actually draw the shot. Good attempt.
Yeah, great attempt. Opened it up.
Definitely holds, suspect possibly holding 2nd. There is another red bowl sort of lurking with intent.
It's the position, obviously Tayla's 2nd bowl, absolutely outstanding. Just created this advantage of scoring this end. Just with position, once again, another bowl, consolidating her first 2, so a little bit of traffic to negotiate for Selina. But anything's possible.
She's going to stay on this backhand side.
So we're just looking to press through that area where she just played. Yeah, slightly under. It's a great line for the extra yard away.
At the moment, Tayla definitely
My ball,
holding one.
Jack low, please.
Yes, it's a ball in front.
Cool, thank you.
So there you go, just looking for where the jack position is, because obviously very hard to see from that end of the rink. Staring down, this is her final bowl of the opening end.
Just following it down the green, likes what she's seeing.
She gets her own bowl and just turn it down a little towards the jack. That's brilliant.
It's a great shot.
Oh, that's good shooting.
It's a 2.
So just wanting confirmation now. A reminder that each bowler is allowed during the game,
2 in a measure.
after their 3rd bowl, to come up and look at the head, but they can only do it once per game. So you've got to be a little bit judicious as to when you do decide to try and take that opportunity to go and have a look and see what's cooking up there.
Selina here on the backhand, just looking to get up on her own, either side of it.
This is tracking pretty sharp,
It's
isn't
not
it?
far away.
She gets nice contact here in front.
Oh, look at
That's great.
that.
Great shot.
It's very good touch.
That is an outstanding opening end for the night. That is stunning.
It's literally the only way she could have scored. She couldn't have played that any better. Obviously, extra foot of weight on that. The jackpot's for actually still goes down, but to play that with that precision is very good from Selina.
It's an outstanding start. Well, we've had the opportunity in the recent broadcast to be able to find out a little bit about what everybody does. We know that Katelyn is just a recently graduated paramedic. Shannon McIlroy, are you a full-time bowler or not? Because I know there are a lot of people, again, because we always see your name floating all around the world, who think that that's got to be the way he makes the crust. That's not the case, though, is it?
No. I've got a painting decorating company in Nelson, and we do a lot of work for companies like Milestone Homes, Signature. So when people buy their new house and land package, our boys go in and we spruce up the goods, mate. So that's what we've been doing it for a long time now.
So again, that's your part of the balance that we've been talking about a little bit over the course of the last few weeks. That's what you have to do. You've got no choice really, I suppose, to go away and switch off from bowls because you're running a business. You're a businessman.
Yeah, and that's the challenge when playing internationals and travelling a lot. Is quite often the phone will ring at nights, in the morning, talking with workers, etc., subbies around what's I'm lucky I've got a good team around me, loyal guys, and so that's part of it. I suppose the first couple of years when I got onto business, that was a big challenge, and I wasn't as good as with my time management around it. So it's been a learning process over the years, but something that's slowly getting better at. So.
Well, I tell you what, these two young ladies have settled in very nicely.
The red bowl on that side, where's that in relation to the jack, please?
The ball in front.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, now there may be a few people sort of at home sort of wondering why there's a little extra information coming from our umpires and our markers. Again, this is Bowls5, just trying to speed things up just a little bit. So the questions that your traditional bowlers may be sitting there going, what are they doing? Umpire shouldn't be saying that. Marker shouldn't be saying that. What are you doing, Sue? What are you doing, Margaret? They are doing what they have been asked. We have asked them to provide that little bit of information because we are trying to, just again, it's fast, it's quick. We're trying to do through these games really sharply, which we have been doing. How have you found in terms of the adjustment? Because, Shannon, at times these games just do appear to whistle by, and before you know it, you're standing on the mat bowling in the final end.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I suppose with me personally, my brain probably operates a little bit different to most. Very analytical around how things look. So I've quite often, before a bowl's even been played, I'm already thinking about what I want to do next, and then wait till the bowl lands. And then you just get those little confirmation cues from your marker, where it's positioned, short, high, etc. There are some little finer details when it comes to marking, that if your marker can be pretty accurate with, it actually paints you a clearer picture for the player.
That's just going to wobble that one out to the side there. So at the moment it's Tayla looking like she's holding one there.
Confident through her front one up here on the back end. There's the tighter side, so there's a better chance it'll hold off through her bowl than the inside one.
That little blue one could come in.
Yeah, just that little extra weight. Just there can be. There's a line. You've got to be pretty precise in a line down there. But
Yeah, I think it's just the one.
she would have been confident that she wouldn't have turned towards the inside blue one. It's just the hand that holds off quite a bit. So
Tayla levels it up.
So far
one
away.
apiece.
So we head to end number 3. So Tayla to lead us off. So current world champion. Won the battle of the world champs in the first round as well, getting the dub over Ryan Bester.
She really had an outstanding Even 12 months leading into the World Champs, Tayla credit, she won the World Champion of Champions. Obviously the World Singles. Not many people have held both of those titles at the same time. So always had a pretty good singles record here in New Zealand, and she's taken it onto the international stage over the last couple of seasons. So good on her.
National champ 2022. It might have been.
Did she place Selina?
Trying to think there. I know this lady
They played
here
in the
won. This lady
final.
here won it in 2020.
Yeah, she definitely won it after I won it. I'm not sure exactly on the year.
You win in Christchurch.
Yeah, Christchurch.
You played
Joe.
Joe Edwards.
Yeah, but like we're speaking about Tayla, yeah, she's really established herself on that international scene. She's come a long way in terms of her development and her confidence. She's always been, like Shannon said, a great singles player, but to see her actually flourish and take all those learnings on board and really apply herself out there amongst the best in the world and become one of the best ladies in the world. It's been a pleasure to be her teammate and watch her grow.
Just slotting on the glasses here to check. 2020 national champion, 2023 world champion, and
Beautiful.
champion on top of that as well. That's not a bad wee stretch, is it?
It's a pretty
Goes good.
And Tayla actually and I went to Guernsey earlier in the year, and you know, we were close, and she played exceptionally well. A little bit different structure in the format, you know, sets play. So yeah, but she played very, very well throughout the whole event. Probably a little bit unlucky not to progress further in that event in particular.
Well, we've got a really interesting wee battle going on here at the moment, because at the moment Selina holding 2, and in a few seconds time she could actually be holding 3, because that's going to creep very close to the purple,
That came in
right on the edge.
Just framed it a little. She's given Tayla a bit more opportunity to score here with that just sitting it on the wing.
Just remind, when you say about framing, just remind to explain to everybody, Professor, what you're referring to.
Okay, so it's basically the shelf. So she's made the jack in theory a little bit wider. So, for example, she's got this clean. It's a good
It's
shot.
a great shot.
So if she was wide of the target there on the outside of it, she could have still got the same result off that last bowl that was played. So those are those details that you try to look for to make it harder for your opposition, not easier. We don't do it on purpose, but sometimes when they come to rest, every now and then you'll see players that might smack their leg, regardless if it's counting or not.
It's not a perfectly round piece of equipment that you use with. It does have a bias, as we talk about as well. So it's those little nuances, and sometimes you'll see it'll fall one way, it'll fall other. It might take a little deviation and then wobble its way and flick. That is completely out of control. Katelyn, once that sort of comes into effect, then you're all just
Absolutely.
waiting for the science of bowls to come in.
That's it. All you're trying to do is play down that line you know is correct with that good weight, and after what happens after that, you can't control it. So
This is
opportunity here for Selina. She's possibly holding 1, drawn for another.
it's a lovely bowl.
That's good. She played that in pretty well. Pretty well.
So let's have a look and see what they're going to do here, because remember that bowl that is in the ditch, you can see there, that is still in play.
Yeah, I think
So that could actually be where the measure is going to come from. And I think Margaret is calling for Sue to make her way down. So that there shows you just the
far enough, to be honest.
length that is involved here.
A bit of a distance.
Yeah.
Out comes a tow rope.
Yeah, it was.
What do you reckon, Shannon, from this distance?
From this, I'm just trying to
just
think
the
that
worst
the jack
result
looks like
getting
it's
that much of
at least a metre off the
chunk of
ditch, and
yours.
that circle
Yeah.
is probably 3 metres up.
Sure. Yep.
So
Say
there's a
that-
good
that-
chance that there's
that
still
much
a
more
metre
that way.
between the jack and the back
Definitely
edge of the circle, and that distance what they got there now, I would say, guessing red,
Right, so
because the blue bowls are still up in front.
Selina definitely has 1.
No, got that wrong. Blue.
Yeah.
Check it.
Other one must be close.
Checking for a few
Is this
here.
3.
This might be a haul.
It doesn't look like 3 from here. It
Yeah,
just-
and
No.
but that again, that illustrates the reason why we've heard all of you asking so many questions when you're looking for those details from Sue and from Margaret. Trying to get that because we're lucky. We're getting these wonderful pictures as we start the crucial fourth end. So Selina now up by 4-1. But we get the great shots and we can see that over the top. Whereas you're looking, it's got to be a completely different picture when you're looking at sea level, shall we say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you do get used to looking at it from the mat end and looking at those angles, but it is very, very helpful when you can be told which bowl is maybe in front of another one, so you can use those different angles and be a bit more creative with some shots.
It's all about looking at it. It could look a little bit deeper or shallower than what it actually is, and that's the reason why. As I say, Margaret and Sue are getting asked questions that maybe normally they would not be answering. But this is a different format. This is a really cracking wee format, this one. 5 ends. Short and sharp.
Yeah, we advantage here to Selina with the opening bowl, and Tayla just pulling a great line, but just pulling up in front here.
Again, look at that track, pretty much right on to centre when it finishes again.
Well, she's not making it any easier. It could get to a point where the hand becomes closed off if some more bowls gather around that spot of the mat.
Well, Taylor's not shying away from the side of the rink just yet. She's happy to try and follow it through.
Yeah, she's just in behind, so it's a chance to score at some point in the end.
So still one shot at the moment to Selina Goddard, who's currently up by 3.
Yeah, so Selina here won't want any touch on that front one. It's sitting in a fairly good position. If she can just sneak around it, touch the jack or get past, happy days.
Well, one shot would give her a 4-shot advantage heading into the final end. If she could snare a couple, she would be well up.
Good shot.
Yeah, that's handy for Selina. That's the direction the jack will go if it moved. This is what I would call a 2-bowl play. You've got to try and move something to create the opportunity for the last one. Not easy.
What is the gap between the bowl and the
But
shot?
this information
Oh, sorry,
she's
the
asking
jack
might
and the
help
shot,
her
please.
decide what she's going to do here.
About 4 centimetres.
Okay. And how far in front is my red from the shot? All right, thank you.
So it looks like on the backhand there might be a little opportunity to make contact on her second shot,
Yes, absolutely.
open something up, may even play it onto the shot bowl.
Bit of force on this one. How's the accuracy?
Well, she's
Oh, that's unfortunate.
it's given her a better chance to score at the last. Like, I think she would have been obviously maximum result there was landing that straight on the shot bowl and replacing it, but she's actually given herself a chance to score with her last bowl. So
So,
not all bad.
yeah, and if you're Selina here, what are you thinking, Shannon? Are you thinking back of the rink would be an ideal position, or?
Well, she's got 3, so the shots don't really matter to her too much. I think at this stage it's more going to be ends for her. So securing the end becomes vital. Yeah, if she can just creep past her last bowl towards that red one, she's definitely going that direction. So she can turn in front of this inside it. That's very good.
So she's now holding 4.
Yes. This is not an easy one for Tayla to get out of this. She might actually decide to go for a look and have a look and use it this end.
Well, this is tricky.
We noticed.
So effectively, one down here
It's
still
like
makes
if I
her
hit
job
it,
very,
I
very
have
tough.
to get it
As
forward,
in,
you know.
1 down, 4 down doesn't matter too much. She really wants to score this end, so
Yeah, I
I
might
still
have to go
think
up
it's
and
the
check.
backhand. She's going to use her, which is very smart. I mean, because it's make or break really this end, the way it's lined for her.
You can't sort of hold this one off to the
No,
final
well, you
end. Not when you're down by 3, your opponent's holding 4, and it's an opportunity to at least give yourself a shot on the final end.
Absolutely.
You got to go have a Bo Peep.
And the rinks are
that's
they're
gonna
quite
kill.
narrow. So if it gets respotted, it's no different to where
Yeah,
it is
that's
now.
That's
She's got to play, I would think, maybe not quite to the ditch where Selina's feet is right now. to the back of the rink and try and just land the middle
Well,
of
that's
the
the
bowl.
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a line there
Yeah.
to just
Yeah,
play round
even
your
if
front.
she does, you know,
Yeah.
throw it a fraction
Like
narrow, there
second
might be
shot,
a
I've
little
still got a
chance off that front one,
chance.
but
Yeah.
ideally getting to that shot bowl.
Because the other thing is if she turned under and she flicked the jack to the opposite corner, the red bowl will score.
Absolutely.
But this is all about your what you see as a player, how you feel, what it looks like, what shape you want it to look like. Let's go in the forehand.
I just love how the innate teammateship just came out there.
It's just hanging. Look at that.
Yeah, it is just hanging out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Her weight was actually not bad. It's a good effort. Like there's a little track there that's you got to be just inside it. Her weight was good to draw the shot actually.
Well, it's been interesting here. It's definitely one, and when you look at it from there, is it two or not?
Yeah, maybe just quickly chuck.
If she
it
got
down.
second out of this, then she's
You might just.
she can still get a maximum count to square the.
That's
go
the
to
thing, and
super
send us
end.
to the super end. So I can understand why they're going to have a wee measure of this.
And that's probably what she was thinking in regards to the shot she played. By getting second shot, she still actually can chance to come back.
Yeah.
Now the other shot we were talking about, if she missed, the game was finished.
Absolutely.
So it's just what you feel and your approach.
And that's the beauty of our game, isn't it? We all see
Yeah.
it so differently, and it's been great being
Well,
here. 2 shots.
It's 2 blue. It's 2 blue, so that clinches it for Selina Goddard at 6-1, but they've still got to play for the end.
Well, Selina will be closing that gap to on the ladder. Once again, she'd be looking for a couple of wins to progress slightly up where she is now.
So the great thing for Tayla is she gets 2 more opportunities to try and bounce back from this today. She's already proven over the course of Bowls5 that she has got that good, strong mental fortitude to be able to shake something off, come back and get dubs in a short period of time. So there's 2 more chances coming up later on this evening. Chance as well here to grab an end win and
Yes.
find some shots.
Yeah. These little scenarios in a game where you can't win on the last end, the end win becomes quite vital because it all goes towards your tally.
Yeah, this is the thing. Number of wins, the tiebreaker ends 1. And it's the shot differential as well, and that there is going to help us decide who is ranked 1 through 6 when we get to our grand finale, the wonderful stepladder elimination playoffs in Bowls5. Really lovely roll from Tayla. Find another sneaky wee hole there.
So over the course of all the games, mate, have you obviously seen everyone play a few times now? Have you figured out anyone's little wee tells in the motion of playing shots, animations, and just look at the play and go, I think he's got it, or I think he's missed it?
Well, there are some players who are far more expressive. And so when it comes, the interesting thing, and all 6 of you so far, when it comes out of the hand really bad, you know it instantaneously. You guys don't hide that very well at all. Every single one of you. Okay, so in terms of that, I know when it really sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But when it comes out good, it's quite interesting. You just have this little curl up. It's kind of like, okay, I think you really liked this one. This one here, I cannot tell at all. She is an Easter Island statue.
Yeah.
Whether it comes out good or not, your poker face, I would never ever play five-card stud with you in a million years because I would not be able to tell in all that lifetime.
Yeah.
Honestly not.
This is why I don't watch myself on TV. I've got that terrible face,
Yeah.
just that concentration. But
Ryan's also very good as well, but it's a different kind of poker face that he plays with.
eyes.
It's very,
his eyes tell it all. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you just look at him, man. Sheldon's real.
Sheldon's very expressive.
Yeah.
Very expressive. He's got that nice... But again, sometimes it's not whether it's going good or not going good or not. He might actually have one where he instantly knows that he's actually let a good bowl go, but it's
sorry,
just
what
that
was the
hair
gap
fraction
between the
off.
shot and the jack,
So his is
please?
an interesting one. He's super, super expressive, super
Thank you.
fun actually.
You can
to
actually
watch.
say like a player like Sheldon and how he plays is you can actually just watch him and not even watch the bowl, and to get an idea if he's going to be on target or hit something. You can just watch because it's just how people express, as you say, as they express themselves. Katelyn's like the equivalent of an Iceman.
Taylor here. Not far away from the jack. Great cut in.
I think that one just sort of sums it up a little bit for Tayla Bruce, but that's going to be another good little end haul as well, I suspect, here for Selina Goddard. We said about
Well
how it was moving day for Selina.
Yeah,
It's
that
a bit of an
actually is
Ironman
close.
day or
I
an
hate that
person
option
day
to
here
jack
for
to tell.
Tayla Bruce.
Sorry.
This is the first of
Do you
her
want me to have
three.
a turn measuring? You're right.
They're going to actually measure it. And again, these are these little details again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Again, Selina, she knows that every shot counts. And normally, you might just go, oh, no, that's okay, we'll take the one and move on. She knows that this one shot could be quite important in terms of the ranking.
Good result.
So how many have we got? So that's 2. So
Good bounce back.
Selina
It's
with
a good
an
game.
8-1 victory over Taylor. And Selina, we set an opening. Moving day. Well, you're off and rolling nicely. That one must feel pretty good.
Yeah, happy to get that win. I think I just found myself a wee bit more consistent this game, just gave myself some opportunities and, you know, had to respond to Taylor as well, so just a bit more switched on.
Yeah, again, Taylor, that must be a little bit frustrating. It's not like you played bad. Got a couple of little pickles, I suppose. Is it fair to say that?
Yeah, I probably didn't draw as consistently in some patches, but it just, yeah, the results didn't quite pull off with some of those shots that I was actually fairly happy that I put down. I mean, that last end's a pretty good example. So, I mean, it's part of the game and Selina deserved the win, so it's all good.
And the
Just
great
keep
thing is,
moving.
you know you've still got another couple of opportunities tonight to make up ground. You've already proven your ability to bounce back, so we look forward to those. That's going to be good. All right, let's have a look and see exactly what this has done to the points table. The professor is on top there. McIlroy, 5 win, 3 losses. Ryan Best is still sitting in there. Katelyn Inch sitting in third. Taylor now 4 and 4. And now it's 3 and 5, both Sheldon Bagrie-Howley and Selina Goddard as well. So you can see that points table tightening up, and it's going to be Shannon McIlroy versus Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, and Sheldon has just been chipping away very, very nicely. What do you need to be on point with in this one, Professor?
Yeah, obviously first 2 bowls can play well. I need to get Sheldon back to how he was playing at the start, right? Because he has been playing quite well. He's changed his game, so I need to force him to play that game that wasn't quite working for him early in the competition. And if I can do that, then who knows? Hopefully I can get the result in the win.
So you're trying to cage the lion and make him roar. That's
Yeah,
what you're saying.
I think if I can play consistent, like it might entice him to have a few nips at the jack.
Well, if that doesn't set you up to wanting to watch this next game between Sheldon and Shannon, nothing will. Here's another thing that we think you're going to like. Twilight Bowls. It's not too far away. The opportunity with daylight savings about to kick in. We think you'll like this. Have a look.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗬𝗀𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls Hub number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
My hockey mate, welcome back. Second game of the night. It's going to be Shannon McIlroy, currently top of the table, going up against Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. So, as the handshakes take place, we are set to go. Ryan Bester joining myself and Katelyn Lynch in commentary for this one. And Ryan, the old professor's just starting to get nice little roll on, really getting into the flow of this. But I think this is going to be an interesting game because Sheldon, he's spoken quite a lot about how he's trying to evolve and he's made a few changes, and it does seem to be working for him now. He's had the 3 wins, just the 5 losses. It just seems to have found a nice little balance in his game.
Yeah, both players are really on the upward projection. Shannon, I think he's 5-3, and he lost 2 in the super round tiebreaker, so he could almost be 7-1. And yeah, Sheldon, I think he's won the last 2 or 3 games and playing really well, so he should be in for a cracker.
Those little adjustments, and look at that. Shannon McIlroy starts off with a toucher, and straight away Margaret's into action, and Sheldon to respond.
So I think this backhand going this way, I think Shannon's been playing the best of it. Of the 6 players, he's been on fire.
That's an opening couple of bowls right there.
That's what that's all about.
And there's a stunning start. Game's off, and here he is, the painter, plasterer.
You're just trying to trail a jack there or land the blue one. And Sheldon be playing the exact same shot as what Shannon was trying. A bit more speed on this one.
Yeah, he likes to have a little go when there's a bit of a target, so
bit of a niggle.
Trying to get down.
That's not the worst, is it?
Yeah.
Good shot.
Good shot.
And it's once again, it's moved the bowls around the head a little bit, so that jack just sitting now on the Bowls5 logo.
And Ryan, you spoke about how well Shannon's been playing in this direction, so maybe the key against him is to get that jack moving and get it in a different spot and see what he can do.
100%. Oh, great speed, just a ball out.
So right at the moment it's Sheldon holding. He's got 2 bowls left, first end.
Good thing last ball kind of locked Sheldon's in. Get inside, he really swoops away, he just doesn't want to flip the jack, but ends up in a good position.
Falls. It'll be interesting as to who's hot the second shot there.
Shane does play the same weight, just a little bit tighter.
Yeah, just a little.
He's looking to see if there's anything on the forehand. He's got his ball coming in.
Right there's a great illustration. That's looking right over the bowler's shoulder, as you can see, and you can see how really different it looks when you compare to that wonderful overhead shot that we are privy to in commentary and you at home. Look at the difference.
Yeah,
look at the difference between that and the shot we had before, Katelyn. That's a great illustration.
Absolutely, we're very lucky with the camera work that we've got going on in those target mats. You can see exactly for the viewer what the position is. So Shannon here has switched over to his forehand, looking to play through his own or get down to the jack. Can even sit one of the blues.
Fall in.
Oh,
It's done enough.
Yep,
should be shot.
The old professor, he just weighed up the options and what the percentages are, backhand, forehand.
Did the calculations.
Shows the higher percentage.
My ball and the red, what's the gap between the two, please?
These,
Yeah.
the gap between the two balls is that much.
Okay. That changes that.
So Sheldon, he wants to attack here, but he just asked if he is a bit wide, he doesn't want to get his own. So if I was locked in, he probably would attack.
Yeah.
If he thinks the jack gets
And I've got the two backers.
Yes?
Even worse.
Oh, look at the cogs cranking over there.
He's going for
yeah,
it.
if you get through
Yep.
the first end, really sets you up for the game. What's he got?
It's that balance.
Gotta get
It's
down.
that balance.
Get down. Oh,
Oh, now does that stay or is it outside?
think
Either
it's
way,
out.
he's done enough.
I think he's got the shot on the spot if it is.
A little risk.
So it is out, so we re-spot a reminder,
I just couldn't
no
afford
kills
it.
in that situation. If it
Yeah,
leaves
yeah.
the rink, it gets re-spotted.
That's right.
That will be one shot.
These look like that ones. Yeah. And
Sheldon
like that.
Bagrie-Howley.
If they were like that, I wouldn't have even asked the second question. We've just been.
Oh, great. First time the bowls.
Yeah, really important for Sheldon to get that first end under his belt, give him that confidence. And he is on this backhand side of the club.
Again, we just saw the head change and the different ways that each bowl again impacted. Not only just as an impact of what we were seeing, it impacted the thinking as well of our two competitors as well. I think we can expect to see a lot more of this as well, remembering we are moving through into the later stages, double round robin. This singles tournament, so everyone plays each other twice, well into the second go through again.
I think everyone's got 2 games left, I think, now. So a win here for Shannon almost guarantee him a top 2 spot, and Sheldon's still working his way up the leaderboard.
Yeah, well, this is the opening game of round 9, so it is just the 2 rounds remaining. Just a reminder, when they met the first time, it was the first victory for Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. That, one of our 2 games to go to the super end.
Yeah, I'm actually baffled how more games have not gone to the super end. With only 5 ends and the caliber of players. It's really unbelievable.
Yeah, well, we've seen a few of those ends where it's just been the single shot sort of going into it. Of course, that can go either way, but we've seen just some wonderful, wonderful bowls. And I think, like yourself, maybe everyone's saving it for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hopefully.
But I can tell you what, it was a great addition. We got one straight out the gate now. First game, which feels like months ago, just about. I know it's only a matter of a few weeks. That was Ryan and Shannon getting us underway and taking it to the super end straight out the gate.
Shannon just has to get on the mat here. He's going to run a little bit more, which he has. And protects the jack on that backhand. Shannon wouldn't be happy with 3 short bowls here, but he does get the shot.
Possibly even a second, you'd say it'd be shot into measure.
Yeah.
Second all, and now the ball just
Fell over.
Yeah.
falls down.
So Sheldon, you can look to play that backhand, try to draw the shot. Just have to find a clear path, or you can forehand, and if he moves the jack only like 6 or 7 inches, he'll make 3 shots.
Measure between those two for second.
Sheldon weighing up the options here. Looks like he's sticking to his backhand. Just has to beat his last one. Wasn't far away.
Just going to come
I
in.
think he's a bit speedy. If he gets a rub off, almost got a rub off that to get on the jack.
Oh, he might have taken his second shot out too.
Well, this is
big chance here for Shannon now. Anything more than a 2 is a huge.
Which
end
is
in
the
this
closest
short
blue
format.
out of the blue bowls?
If Shannon comes up and rolls it,
It's a 2.
could almost make a 4.
I think so, yeah.
It does appear as though he's definitely got a shot, and then that other bowl that we saw that's on the left hand side as Shannon looks at it there. There you see that different view again. That's what
Yep.
he's
So
looking.
the mat to the jack at the start of the end is 28 meters. So quite a long ways.
Notice a fixed position for the mat and the jack.
Speed looks pretty good here.
Match.
Shot.
Yeah,
Done
well
enough.
done.
Well, that's definitely 2 now. The question is, has he done enough to maybe get a 3rd? So those 2 get dragged out. And I suspect Sue may need to dig in the pocket for the chocks. And here we go to end the second end. Go for the measure.
He chopped us out.
Just trying to think the shadows, the slight shadows we get from over top. I'm going to go gut feel. I feel as though Shannon may actually have 3 here.
My eyes are pretty bad, so I'd love to have this mat and all forms of
I
bowls
know.
there. Have a look.
How handy would it be?
Yeah.
Have a look.
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
And it is 3. Oh, that's a good response from Shannon McIlroy. Goes up 3-1 as we head to the 3rd.
Yep, Shannon made that bonus 1 count, which is very important. When you have last bowl, you have to make sure you do something with it. Shannon on his favorite backhand.
And that weight seems to be pretty good, just to the edge of the purple.
Great
And it
start.
falls to the centre. Sheldon as well seems to be finding his range on the draw as well. This is tracking quite nicely, just a nice wee turn. That's going to collect and take it through to the back of the net, Matt.
Brilliant shot there.
Yeah, good response after dropping a 3.
Yep, changes the jack position as well.
The old chalk spray comes out again from Margaret.
Shannon be working his way across the mat. Just want to get round Sheldon's.
Oh, he's not far away, is he?
Goodness, another very good
Style a
response.
little bit. Gets a good second. So a lot of bowlers out there, they probably switch to go to the forehand and then might drop a bigger number where Shannon's quite confident, get another one handy, get a good second, then maybe try one on the more open hand.
Well, Sheldon has switched, going to the forehand side. That's tracking nicely as well.
Pretty good
Played it
too.
pretty well.
Oof.
That's class.
Oh, that is superb.
Good shot.
Superb.
See what, if he did drive that red one, probably get onto the jack, but I think he'll be searching the forehand, and if he misses, finish behind, and then can look at those ankles.
Nice. Doing the calculations here. A little hitch of the right shoulder. Again, a little bit of weight on that one. To turn. He needs it to turn.
Side just holds a little bit more than the other
Yeah.
side, but he's ended up in a good position. Very smart weight.
This is what these guys are so good at doing. You know, they're calculating that they still have that last bowl left, so leaving themselves with an opportunity.
Sheldon, he's going a little bit too, just covering that back one. Doesn't add to the target. The worst boy could have done was put one right beside the jack on the other side.
How far short's the second shot, please?
Right. So, both bowlers with a bowl apiece. Just in front of the ditch. See there, Sheldon holding 2. Third shot is Shannon's.
So you're allowed to go down once after your third ball, and Shannon, I think, is contemplating, should I use it now, or do I keep it up my sleeve for the 4th or 5th end?
Well, he's going to keep it up the sleeve. Goes on again, and stalks, scowls after it almost. Does he like this? Tell you what, that's not far off if it's going to roll out for him. If it's going to roll out for him.
That's world class there, ladies and gentlemen.
That is phenomenal. He looks back and there's a little bit of a grin fest there. Yeah, that's...
Where is he in relation to mine?
His ball,
Yeah,
he's leaning against you and he's touching the jack.
that's not what we want to hear.
So Shannon here, obviously he's got the spot as well, so and the backest bowl on the rink.
Yeah, sometimes you have to wave the white flag. He's out. You can see about a centimetre of the jack. Try to draw around the corner.
To use Sheldon's
You can come and have a look, mate.
Is there any chance of just what I think he refers to as just sort of cracking the egg, possibly?
Well, yeah,
just a light
he
touch to promote?
His third bowl, he got one pass, so if he does get onto it, the jack does move quite quickly on this carpet, so any connection, he's a good chance of getting the shot.
Well, he's playing this one. He's steering it down. Oh my goodness.
Probably would have worked. Yeah.
You hear it from Shannon McIlroy. I think he saw exactly what Sheldon was going to do. One red. McIlroy goes to 4-1. Another fascinating end, though.
And what a world-class bowl from Shannon. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, you could see him as well as that bowl was coming down from Sheldon as well. I think Shannon could see that wonderful mind of his tuning over. He could see what the chain reaction could have possibly been.
Okay, probably a must-win end. Well, obviously a must-win end here for Sheldon.
So up by 3. Shannon, a win on this end would give him, at worst, a 4-shot advantage heading into the last. So Sheldon down by 3.
It's a bit weird.
Nice opener from Shannon McIlroy.
The last end coming this way, Shannon had 4 short ones and Sheldon had 4 long ones. So see if who can make that correction first.
Well, that's a nice track.
Yeah.
It's just a very nice bowl.
That is perfect. Well done, Sheldon.
Keeps it in the heart of the mat there in the purple. And also looking to come in on that backhand side. This isn't a bad response.
Move.
This is not a bad response.
Wow. Great shot. I think he got the shot from the TV angle there.
Yeah. Sue goes in and has a look before she lets us know.
Close, but I favour the red.
You are.
So we'll be looking to land the red and stay for 2. Good split action. There you can see that. A bit more forceful weight.
Is this running? Oh, now it's just gone and turned on him a touch.
That side is a little bit straighter, but if you get that one ball inside, it kind of just rips
Will it
away.
hold? No, it won't.
Yeah, it's probably had to keep that one on, to be fair. Now, if you're Shannon, what do you do? Do you try to roll yours over onto the jack, or you just get one past? What would you do, Katelyn?
I think I would just go past at this stage. Yeah, like you said, if Shannon's feeling confident and he's been playing very well, he has that touch, he can roll his, but get it past and let Sheldon have to try and make something of this.
Yep, well, good shot there.
He really steered that one down, did Shannon McIlroy.
Just wondering if it's not better to play this on the forehand under Shannon's short one.
Sticking to his backhand.
If he gets this right, he'll sit for 2.
Turning line.
Again, that one's going to push that red bowl through. So just the one sitting at the moment.
And yeah, very smart here from Shannon. This is if he wins this end, he'll probably win the game. Probably 99% chance. So take that one opportunity to go make sure that he's shot. Obviously, we asked the markers, and you know sometimes it is very hard to see. And you walk down, he might think blue is shot, but he just wants to see it for himself.
And so if he is holding shot, Ryan, what do you think he'll be looking at here to play?
Shall we ask him?
Sure.
I think we shall, as he comes wandering past. What are you seeing, Ryan? Sorry, Shannon?
I just want to see the distance, because from the mat they look closer, like a lot closer to jack level. They're actually a full bowl short. And obviously if you win the end, I can't go up, so it doesn't really matter too much. So just trying to change the look of that a wee bit. Play through the blue one maybe. As long as I get it sort of this side, even if I get a middle, the jack's going straight back to my bowls anyway, so. Yeah.
Good call.
That's great explanation.
Another thing is, like,
appreciate that greatly.
Sheldon's such a good player. You don't want to give the same player Sheldon's quality 3 cracks at the same shot.
Contemplating, now he's settled. That's the great thing about watching Shannon. He asked before about whether he's picked up on anybody's tells or not. The great thing about Shannon is he's very expressive, but as soon as he settles on the shot, that's when he goes blank and he focuses and delivers. So you can see the cogs turning, but as soon as the mechanism is cleared, he's away.
See, I think Sheldon has to try this on the forehand. That's where you can just see him. Yeah, he tried 2 cracks on the back end, so did Shannon.
This is critical in the game. He needs this one. Have something to play for on that final end. How is that tracking? How is that tracking? How is that tracking? He's pushed it through. It hasn't fallen the way he would have wanted it to. So
good effort, only half
definitely a shot for
Nearly
Shannon. Is there a second in play here? Just slightly off screen. Just the one. So he's dormy, but as Lloyd said in Dumb and Dumber, there's still a chance.
Yes, definitely still a chance, still in the game. Going to be hard the way Shannon plays the game to opportunity for 4.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. You will have the last bowl on this end, but he's going up against one of the better head builders in bowls, isn't he?
Yep, Shannon's going to have 4 draw shots here.
That is a heck of a way to start.
So Sheldon will be probably come down here with a yard, trying to lay on the bowl, ideally get the jack back. And obviously if he misses everything, he ends up in a good spot where he can move that jack in one of his next bowls.
Just going to sneak under.
So giving himself a chance.
Absolutely. Shannon now switching over, looking to possibly match that last one, come just inside it.
And where's that? Does it start to track
Falling
in for him?
short, so Sheldon will be happy with that.
So 2 shots though for McIlroy.
Yeah, so something similar from Sheldon here. Yard of weight. Ideally get down to the jack.
Steering this one down.
He wants a clear run now. Yeah.
It's good. Grouping his bowls.
Now,
Oof. You thought about driving a couple of back balls out.
I
game
did. I
earlier.
thought for a second I was you. I was like, oh, if I was Ryan Bester, I'd be driving these 2 back ones off. And sometimes, yeah, when the opposition does create a little grouping, it is the easiest shot just to get the bowls off.
Yeah, for the people at home who haven't played bowls, they might think, oh, Sheldon, those aren't very good bowls, but he's actually put him in a prime position for him to get a 4. If he drew 2 really close, then Shannon would for sure drive him off. So
continues on this.
I think it's a pretty good
with
angle.
a bit of weight.
He can use the shot bowl to get off and get a better angle to get that jack moving.
Easy.
Just to stay on
Easy.
now.
Oh,
Easy. Easy.
well, it's got to stay, because in order to have 4, it's got to stay on the rink. Frustrating. Frustrating. Well, that means that it's the game for Shannon McIlroy now, he just wants to try and add to this very good end and point differential total that he has accumulated, which sees him sitting atop of the Bowls5 points table. There he goes, just
I think
nudges another one in there.
I think the first round robin, I think Shannon ended up 2 wins and 3 losses, and I think he's won all 4 matches now in the second part. So this guy's eyeing on this rank and playing very well.
He's currently holding 4 shots as well. Again, a little bit of weight here, trying to take it. Just takes out 1.
Yeah.
It's still going to be 3 by the looks for Shannon McIlroy, and he continues this wonderful resurgence in Bowls5. It's an 8-1 victory. Well, Sheldon, you got up to the start you did want. Where did it just come apart a little bit on those second and third ends for you?
Obviously just floating past down there on that tighter side. Had a chance that second last end, but once again that hand was, like, even Shannon's looked good, and then would all of a sudden hit, I don't know, a coffin in there somewhere. Just run sideways, so it forced me to change my hand. Almost got the result, but didn't. And then chasing a 4 against him was always going to be tough, but gave it a nudge.
Yep, you did indeed. That fourth end again, Shannon, so critical in being able to sort of give yourself that opportunity, that 4-shot buffer heading into the final one.
I think that's the ultimate goal in this, is if you can get to basically a full win in front going into the last end, it goes a long way for you to winning. So make the most of the first 3 ends, you know. So first couple, I mean, I had to play a cracker to draw the shot. He actually set it up pretty well, and he nearly got out of it, but you know, that's just 1 bowl. If I just off there, and if I'm only half a bowl shorter, I'm dropping 2. He's got opportunity to draw for 3, so it's just a game of small margins.
Yeah, it most definitely is. Let's see what that's done to our points table, and we see Shannon McIlroy 6 wins, 3 losses, just the 1 round robin game to go, but he sits atop at the moment. Ryan Bester in second spot, then Katelyn Inch, Tayla Bruce, Sheldon Bagrie-Howley, he's 3 and 6. He's got 1 more game to go, and Selina Goddard sitting at the bottom, but still plenty of time. She's got 2 more games to go, does Selina. So as we get ourselves set for game number 3 today, and it will be Ryan Bester, Tayla Bruce. It's the World Champ rematch, and she got you in that first game, sir. Then we'll be followed by Katelyn Inch and Selina Goddard. Then Tayla Bruce, her 3rd game on the day against Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. We spoke a little bit about the revenge factor. She's a world champ, you're a world champ. She got you in the first battle.
Yeah, it'll only be fair if we split it, so hopefully I can win this next one.
Well, I have a funny feeling Taylor's pretty fired up to try and make up a little bit of ground, but when we do return, it is going to be our 2nd edition of the Battle of the World Champs, Ryan Bester versus Tayla Bruce. You're watching Bowls5.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗄𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls Hub number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
On my hockey mate, welcome back to Bowls5. It's our second battle of the
Tayla
current
Bruce.
world champs. It's Tayla Bruce versus 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲𝗃. So it's going to be
Have a good game,
Tayla
mate.
to lead us off. We've got Katelyn 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃, Selina Goddard. They're actually going to be up next in action on the rink, but for the moment they're going to cohabitate alongside me here in commentary. Looking forward to having their analysts' opinions and skills put on display here before we get to see them do the day job, so to speak. It's going to be Tayla to get us underway, of course.
Oh, she is starting on the forehand.
Exciting, isn't it?
Is this the first forehand start we've seen? This is exciting.
Changing it up.
Yeah, well, there you go. I think you just got confirmation from Tayla saying that she has, and that's, again, see how that's tracked down. Ryan straight onto the backhand where he seems very comfortable.
Sticking with what he knows. It's been working for him.
Well, it has
Shows us
indeed.
how it's done.
It's a very nice opening bowl. I was going to say from the world champ, but they're both world champs. It's actually two very nice opening bowls from the world champions.
And how lucky are we to get front row seats to watch these two champions?
That has been the absolute truth, all right. It's great to be able to have this kind of a battle. Yeah, that one there, is it going to roll through, reaches the mat? Gee, that's not far away. That's a nice response as well from Tayla.
She can feel pretty good about that change, honestly, from her first two bowls. Sort of one near the purple, one behind, setting herself up for a good end as Ryan just continues to plonk them in.
Of course, they met in the fourth round, and that was victory to Tayla in that first battle of the world champions, and got a little bit, again, bit of momentum into her Bowls5 campaign. Actually feeling very confident as she continues to work that forehand side. There.
Yeah.
Moving to the back.
Is that 1 or 2, please?
So she's given her bowls a chance, and definitely something you'll need to do against 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. He loves to move that jack and always be hunting, so she's got 3 in the game.
Measure.
So there you go, you heard Ryan seeking clarification. Gee, steering daggers through that one. I don't know if that's in a good or a bad way. It looks like it might be in a good way because that's
Look at
ended
the
up very
focus.
nicely.
I'm going to say those are 3 exactly the same bowls. Look at that lineup.
Is that bowl jack low, please, that last shot?
Yes, the back of the ball and the front of the jack are level.
Yeah. And the second shot in my bowl, is my bowl past that bowl?
No, it's in front. Just
It's in front.
slightly, half a ball.
Okay.
So Tayla just working out here whether she can make contact with those bowls or she needs to switch hands, but looks like she's coming on the backhand.
Try to grab that jack, probably.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's got some weight behind, and it looks like the line is not too shabby at all.
Well done.
That was a great shot.
Oh,
Great conversion there from Tayla.
Very
Great
good.
confidence.
is that one little roll though, that back bowl that we just saw Margaret have to lift
back
out
to
of
the
the
jack.
ditch. That was sitting very nicely. She'll just grab the marker. So there you see her just putting. So that's to indicate to Ryan and to Tayla exactly where Jack is situated in the ditch.
She did very well there to make connection on her back bowl to knock that close to the jack in the ditch as well.
So Ryan now trying to draw a shot. He needs it to go a little bit more here.
Great attempt there from Ryan, hoping he's got second shot. I think he's done enough.
Yeah, just the one. So great response, and straight away that wonderful cut and thrust. Again, it's Tayla. The opening shot as we move to our second end. Again, she's continuing down that side of the rink. So backhand as she plays back this other direction. Here's it going to reach. Oh, maybe needed another spoonful of 𝗄𝗶𝘃𝗃𝗃 there.
there's one person out there who's very aware of what she needs to fuel her body, Tayla does it very, very well. She is so clued on with, you know, what she needs to keep hydrated, to keep fueled.
Is that jack high or low, please?
About half a bowl in front.
Okay, thank you.
So, seeking that.
Sticking with that hand. I guess she's probably, it is a bit of a tighter hand in a way, a wee bit heavier as well.
Ooh, a bit pacey.
Trick around. You hear her just say there's a little pacey, but it's going to settle towards the back. Can always be very helpful as you see it flop down. Ryan Best at not mucking around, plays at such a great pace, knows what he's looking to do.
He's looking on a very good track here.
So
Just needs to run.
It's onto the mat. It's a beautiful right.
I might be playing
Just
quite an
slightly off
aggressive
centre
game.
of the purple.
Oh.
Ryan Vesta 2.0 stepping on the mat here.
Channeling her Vesta. Tayla looking for the 2 bowls or the jack.
It's not going to get down.
So
There we go. Ryan thinking. He's currently holding a couple.
yeah, I think he's just looking to change it up. If he happens to slip past, he'll have another one roundabout for 3. But
Oh, this is just going to curl towards the edge of the mat there. Just settle behind. It should still be 3 shots though.
Should be, but also does widen that target now for Tayla to get one of them out. See if she commits to playing weighted again, I would say so.
yep, 3 down. She gets a couple bowls out good.
Rolling with
Likes
that.
this Very
It's a
good.
good shot.
Yep.
There you go. So sends.
Up or down, please.
Yep, 1 shot. Still holding, so he'll have the chance. This is the bonus bowl to take the lead.
Yep, and Ryan spoke about how important these bonus shots are. You don't get them very often, so taking them, making the most of that opportunity.
Well, that one's tracking nicely. He just wants it to go a little bit more. Anything on the mat. Second shot.
Good shot.
And he's got it.
2.
So there we go. Tayla takes 1 on the first, 2 on the second for Ryan Bester, and he'll have the mat for in number 3.
Considering Ryan ultimately played 4 bowls within, you know, a foot, 2 feet, I feel like Tayla will be pretty happy coming away. Only a couple down there, still keeps you very much in this game.
But I asked Katelyn, how are you doing? This is your 3rd game in commentary, and then you're going to have to step out from behind the commentary position here and step up for your only game of the day.
I know, right? It's been a bit of a back seat, just sitting back, relaxing, watching all the bowls come down. Have learnt a few things out there, so I'll keep them up my sleeve and keep my cards close to my chest. But it is very interesting, yeah, seeing the hands everyone's choosing, and obviously there's a lot of experience out on the rink, so just picking up as much as I can when I'm not playing. So we'll see.
So without giving away too much, when you talk about what are you looking for, as in what? The players, how they're trying to play? Are you again just looking at how the carpet is reacting, given, as I say, it's a little bit cooler on this particular evening to some of the other evening of Bowls5? So is those sort of nuanced things that you're looking for?
Yeah, it's
How short is that bowl, please?
It is the little nuances that can make the difference, and I suppose for me, I'm looking at where, you know, when people are scoring, how are they scoring? And obviously it's been mostly getting back to that centre line and getting that track. So I have been struggling with my centre line finding coming on that first end. So seeing how people have been standing on the mat, moving around the mat, can make a huge difference to those lines. So
do you do any kind of physical warm up? Like you'll step out of commentary, obviously we'll go to a break and you'll get yourself ready to go. Is there a physical component as well, or are you more that cerebral type of a competitor who can just sort of flick the switch and I'm ready to go, the muscle memory kicks in?
Look, you make a good point there because I honestly haven't started any of my games very well. I think I've dropped majority of my first ends and I haven't been warming up. So thank you for the advice. And I think I'm going to go out to this next game, do a few more stretches and lunges.
Stop that. Yeah.
But no, it is really important to have your body warmed up. And if you have been sitting for a while, Taylor's close here for the 2.
Oh, this is nice. Oh.
It's a very good shot.
Just rolls through. I think still beat Ryan holding.
We got one.
Well, you were telling me in the break before you're a former rugby player.
Back in the day, a long time
liked
ago.
a bit of your different sort of a sport, very sporty before you settled on bowls?
Absolutely, I do love sport. Yeah, played a lot of netball back in the day when I was young, but now settled into the bowls. But it's great that any sport you play, you can, you know, use those transferable skills. Good shot there from Bester, makes it 2.
What position did you play? You wouldn't have been a niggly wee midfield back, were you?
I'm very niggly, so absolutely. Just the most annoying person on the field or on the court. That would be my position. Yeah, when I get competitive, I have a little switch that flicks in my head and, yeah, can turn it on. So I do love to, you know, play under pressure, and I love those little moments in sport that you get, those special times where you have to step up and, you know, make a tackle, get an intercept, draw a shot, whatever it may be. So, yeah, that's why I play my sport. I love those pressure moments. It's so exciting.
I'm trying to think of the most niggliest position in netball and trying to think whether or not Katelyn Ridge would have played it. I could see you as a wing D, goal D irritant.
Yeah.
Am I close?
You're very close. Wing D is my absolute favourite. You just get to be an absolute pest, and, you know, wing attack runs around everywhere, and centre as well. You just get to run up and down. So anything that, yeah, requires someone to be annoying, that was me.
Hopefully Michaela Sokolitz Beatson is at home watching Bowls5 going, there's nothing irritating about being a wing D. Is there, Mickey Socks?
So Taylor here, a little bit of work to do. She is 2 down, coming back to that favoured forehand.
It's not tracking the worst though here, people. Get a little rub.
Got one out.
She did take opportunity of coming up to the head to have a look here, so she does recognise the importance of this end.
We have seen Taylor taking those moments early in the game, as opposed to some of the other players, you know, holding off, having a look to the 4th or 5th end.
Right, so it's going to be Ryan to lead off here in the 4th end, and he's got a 2-shot advantage.
Yeah, must score here for Taylor. Doesn't want to be more than 2 behind. Playing that final end.
Straight away onto that forehand, likes working the side of the rink, does Ryan Bester. So, current reigning world champion against the current reigning world champion. Ryan won a world championship 20 years ago, 2004 in Scotland. The Piers Gold back then. Ever since that time, it's just furnished the most extraordinary career in the sport of bowls.
And that was an incredible moment for Ryan. His whole family there, very, very special. You know, you could just see the emotion when he won that gold. It was a beautiful moment to watch for him, and proud to call him my friend, and it was a great game to watch.
He's got a couple here, so putting Taylor under a bit of early pressure here on the 4th. There's bowls running out for Tayla Bruce. This is her 2nd bowl of this 4th end, so she's just got 6 in total remaining to try and drag back this 2-bowl advantage there. Just another little roll maybe. And it could be quite interesting. You'd say that it'd possibly be a measure based on that angle to see who's holding shot. Could be the way it's sitting down. Could help a little bit.
Favoured Taylor's, but it does look close.
My holding, please.
Mark is just having a look now.
Here we go. That was very definitive. Sue, no second hesitation. Had took one look and said, yes, you are holding.
So Taylor here doesn't need to do too much different to her last one. Sneaks around hers. gives herself an opportunity.
Too much.
Too much. Could still be useful.
Can hear the frustration in her voice there.
Sometimes it is good to get it out, isn't it, Selina?
Yeah, yep, helps. Don't need to preach to me.
Oh, is this going to advance?
Oh, he played that very well.
So he's near a couple there.
Played it with that very good weight to roll it in for 2.
Now remember, Tayla has already been up to the head, so she can't go up and have another look. She chose to use that on end number 3. That's the view. That's what she's looking at. As I say, it's vastly different compared to what we're lucky enough to get with our coverage when we get that wonderful overhead shot. Just waiting there. Resets.
She's playing with weight on her forehand, looking for the jack. Chance off the reds.
Oh, little nigger. Oh,
very lucky
she's done
result.
well there to keep things alive. A little fortuitous, but she'll take that.
You can see her side-eyeing as she walks past the commentary.
Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, she apologises,
Had a
which
better
is
result than what
lovely,
it
but
deserved.
She will happily take it.
she'll take 1. So the deficit is now 1 as we head to the final.
Puts the possibility of a super end on the cards.
She's going to have to find a shot. Remembering, though, Ryan will have the final say on this end. Going forehand to begin. Well, both of the games between Ryan and Tayla have been absolutely befitting of their status as world champions. An opening game, if memory serves, 5-2. We'll quickly put the glasses on and double check the notes, and that is exactly what it was, 5-2 on that occasion. Ryan will have the opportunity last bowl on this one. And we've seen so many games reversed from the opening round, and that's a beautiful shot. More of the chalk spray, I'd say.
There is a wee gap between the bowl and the jack, is there, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Taylor sticking to her forehand here. Trying to draw up to Ryan's. Possibly make a little bit of contact, open up that head.
Does seem to be a little bit more than social weight, I believe is the term that you've been using. A little bit more, but it's still just battling to get there. It's not far away.
Yeah, it wasn't too far away. Does widen the target slightly.
Now what's Ryan thinking? He's just trying to get another one in there, or is he aiming to maybe try and just rest inside that back bowl, possibly?
Yeah, perfect shot just to get down to that one.
Now both with a bowl behind the mat.
This is where Taylor's got to take a minute to probably figure out what weight she wants to play. Does she want to play backhand onto the bowl? Does she want to go quick at it?
Again, there's her view. That's what she's seeing. She delivers.
Not far away. Interested.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting.
Well done.
And now she holds 1.
It's visually always very hard when the opposition does nail that and puts that bowl in front of the jack, so she's done very well to move it off.
Ryan will follow this one up, and he'll use his opportunity to have a wee squiz at the head on the final end. And this is a very good reply. He wants it to get on a little bit. Is it doing enough? That's still shot to Tayla Bruce.
What's the gap between the shot and also that last bowl with the jack, please?
Your ball and the jack is that,
Okay.
and Ryan's ball is a bit further.
Is my front one close? Like, how close is it to his bowl, please? Oh.
That close.
Is there a gap? Yeah.
There's a gap between the two balls.
So Tayla here is just anticipating what Ryan's going to do. I think she just needs to draw and nail it, to be honest. There's a bit too much room for Ryan Bester.
She's been working primarily forehand. She's going to have to come backhand here.
Comes with
It's
its
a very
risks, putting
wide
one
line.
beside and creating a target, but
It's just got a little bit too much width there. Is it going to swing in late? Is it going to keep tracking? Well, there is a nice corridor there for Ryan Bester.
Let's go try to play a good weight.
Straight draw, is it, boss?
Yeah, straight draw.
Well, the window, the gate is open.
Ryan Bester on the strut. See what he can do.
He knows his shot. He's settled. We won't have to wait long. For the game, currently Tayla holds.
He's been drawing so well, so surely he'll make this one count.
Well, this is going to
I'll
be
probably help him
interesting. A little nibble slides through.
Wow.
Are we
tried to
heading?
help.
Are we heading? One blow.
My goodness.
Well, we get our third super end.
Tie break.
Bester couldn't believe we haven't had many super ends, so here he got his wish. Here
So
we go.
Never
just
been
a
in this situation
reminder,
before,
this
so-
is one bowl per player.
Tails, please.
So Taylor has opted to give Ryan the first bowl, his solitary bowl. We've seen two previous super ends, and they have been won by the bowler going first, and another one has been won by the bowler going second.
Yeah. It's not far away on his
Oh,
track.
he wants it to go. He wants it to go, though.
Great shot here from Ryan.
Oh, wow. Now that's some serious body language going on there.
Takes a bow.
So look at that, right on the edge of the purple.
Well, I haven't really been scoring with many drawn shots, so looks like I'll be playing up into it.
There you go, Taylor. Her one shot. This to go back to back in the Battle of the World Champs. Is it on target? How's that tracking? Has she got it? Yes, she has! Another cracking battle. So befitting of our world champions.
Thanks.
Tiebreaker,
Good
and
game.
yeah, absolutely. Goodness gracious me. You got it. You got there in the end. It seems as though at times it looks like you're battling yourself a little bit. How nice to get that one. That must give you a real boost of confidence.
Yeah, it does, especially with those conversion shots. I mean, Ryan played so well with the draw that I was forced to have to play up, and then when you have to do that multiple times, you kind of lose your draw weight. So I had to actually play a little bit riskier than probably what I would typically play in a longer length game, but I'm obviously happy with the result, so maybe that's my new tactic going forward.
Yeah, it's another example, isn't it, Ryan, of how you've got to adjust your game for this shorter format. You must have been thinking that you had a really good opportunity when you put a bowl like that, but you just can't leave even the narrowest of margin open, can you?
Well, Jack, it's probably better to sit that far away, and have her try to draw, because, good players only miss that too often. And, it stayed in the ditch if it went dead. Would have been mine, but yeah, she played brilliant and hit really good.
Well, you both played brilliant. It's an absolute illustration as to why you guys are the world champions of your sport. Let's go and have a look, though, at what that has done to the points table, and it is McIlroy on top. Bester now 5-4 with the game to go. Tayla Bruce jumps up into that third spot. Katelyn Inch sitting on 4-4, and then we've got Sheldon and Selina with 3 wins apiece. But Selina's going to get an opportunity very, very shortly to try and improve that, because she is going up against Katelyn Inch. So it is the battle of my co-commentators at the moment. It's yin versus yang, apparently, and I'm not going to ask which one is which. This is another really good opportunity. You said about an opportunity for this evening to be a move. You got your first one. How nice would it be to double up and just maybe push yourself off the bottom of the ladder here?
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, I'll take a bit of inspiration from that game. That was such a quality game there. So long may it continue for both of us in our one.
I was going to say, that's a tough follow, Katelyn, and even tougher for you because this is your only game of the evening. You've done a great job in commentary, which I appreciate. Now you've got to get out there and do the job.
Absolutely, get out, do some stretches and get ready to go.
There we go, coming up. Selina Goddard versus Katelyn Inch as Bowls 5 continues.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
Welcome back to Bowls 5. This is the final game of round 9 in our double round robin here in the tournament. It is Katelyn Inch versus Selina Goddard. Little high five to get going between teammates. We've got the Professor Shannon McIlroy. We have got Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. We are ready to go with this one here, and we saw Selina get that really nice win and opportunity for her again. If you can get 2 wins on a night, just try and bump your way up the table. We saw how the previous game with 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃, again, just falling in the battle of the world champions to Tayla Bruce, and that means, Shannon McIlroy, you'll be sitting pretty sweet at the top of the table. You'll get to sit back under our format of the step ladder. You get to sit on the top rung and wait by the looks of it with the way it's all playing out, although we've still got some games to go.
Absolutely. Obviously the middle patches of the tournaments have managed to string together nearly 5 wins in a row, so it's helped me get me into the spot I am in, and put me in a position to be in that spot of potentially being in the final. So
we just saw a couple of wonderful display by the world champions, and Selina Goddard has come straight out the gate. She's got some chalk on her first bowl.
Yeah, good opening start.
This is a
not bad again.
Good opportunity
just need
here
to kick on a little. Even better.
Wow,
that's brilliant.
Look at that.
Straight into it.
Just
Last bowl in relation to the jack, please.
The back of the jack's halfway through the ball.
Back of the jack's
half a ball in front of the jack.
Thank you.
It's very precise detail there. It's what we like to see.
Well, as I said, we've been very fortunate with Margaret and Sue on deck for Bowls 5. Katelyn.
It's very important, that detail with the markers. Just painting that clear picture for the player.
Just going to slide underneath. Sheldon, how tough is it? Like, Katelyn's just been doing a great job. She's commentated the first 3 games for us here this evening. Now she's got to step out, put down the headset, go out and perform, and it's her only game of this evening as well. How big a challenge is that?
Oh, it is a bit of a challenge. Like I quite often find after doing the commentary, I've got to go, you know, outside of the set and just get the eyes back to normal, because like obviously the lights and everything is so bright. But so I'd imagine it's quite difficult doing 3 games in a row, and then trying to concentrate and go out. She's obviously been on her feet as well for each game.
Relying very much on that muscle memory.
Yeah.
Which of course is pretty much well ingrained, but even so, another part too is there's that little bit of inherent jealousy, sitting down watching 3 games, not being part of it as well. Let's get out there and get stuck in.
It creates those vibes, doesn't it? Like if you're watching an epic game and everyone's doing their little bit and creating that awesome entertainment. A little bit careful here.
She's opened it up here.
Just a little. She has created a little hole though.
So that's 2 though. So blue holding 2 for Selina Goddard. This is the final bowl of the opening end. Yes, I think Taylor's really summed it up with her comments from earlier in the tournament about how Moorish this is. You do just want that little bit.
It's a very likeable concept.
Yes.
And us players thoroughly enjoying the opportunity here.
Bingy golf.
Bingy.
Very bingy type of golf. Bowls, I should say.
Get a few hashtags going after this event.
Well, I'm sure Alex is sitting out the back, our broadcast manager here for Bowls New Zealand. I'm sure he's got a few down. We've tried to throw a few out there for him. Hashtag the professor. Hashtag the mechanic.
Hey. I had a feeling a few of these might stick actually.
Yeah. Hey. Professor, mechanic, athlete.
So he works on. Well, funnily enough, there was a pretty decent movie that came out last year where one of the opening scenes was a guy who was working on an old style aeroplane.
Top Gun.
Hey.
Top Gun Maverick.
Could it be?
Good film.
Could I be standing alongside the Professor and Maverick?
Funny enough, my dog's called Maverick.
Oh, wow.
And I will just about guarantee you have got Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. You've got it on DVD, you've got it on Blu-ray, you've got it on the 4K edition as well.
You can't beat it, mate.
You still rate Iron Eagle? Do you remember that one? Or you were too young?
Oh, I think I might be too young for that one.
I was a big Lou Gossett Jr. fan back in the day, so it's not the worst. There is still holding shot is 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃. Selina picking up a couple on that opening end.
It's definitely very prominent that each player's got their favourite direction. Katelyn's is obviously coming this way. Selina's has definitely always been the other way.
That's so
very
nice.
tidy. I think people changed halfway through the games and figured out this hand, the forehand for the right-hander down here, it is still a nice turn. The trajectory is still better. It's not as flat as the other side, but there's a couple of little tricks there that you got to.
Which weren't there early on. Like everybody was drawing nice down there early on in the event.
And they just hold off a little.
Yeah.
And I think the other side offers you to nail the middle of the rink. As you can see, 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃's bowls are relatively in centre.
There you go. If you were sitting at home just thinking, oh, the changeability of a rink is only sort of possible in an outdoor environment, very much there is still a little bit of changeability in the indoor setting as well, as we've seen over the course of Bowls5.
That's a very good set. Can't ask for much more really in a game of singles. Setting your head up like that just gives you so many options.
You've dropped 2, now up 3, and so he's going to have to find something here.
Yeah, you should be looking just for its second shot.
They're going to come back around for her though, just hanging out a touch. Can that roll out?
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
That's that exact spot that we're talking about, where that used to come back there. It's just not letting go.
door is wide open here for Katelyn to get a maximum return here.
This is a bit of deja vu.
Anything on the mat
Oh,
does the job.
ran over something there. quite a harsh bump there. I think it was a stone.
It's definitely stopped from going
all the way through.
Yeah, the coffin.
So that's going to be 3 though for Katelyn Inch. So bite back. So 2 on the first.
Thank you.
3 on the second.
Okay.
We start the first 2 ends with a couple of multiples.
Actually, just
I think this was the
going
same the
back.
last time they.
Yeah, I'm just actually checking that one myself. That was quite
the 3, the 4, the. Was that this game?
I think it was. Yeah, just going back and having a look. It was. That was the 6-5 battle.
The 3, 5.
Yeah. 3, 4, 2, 1.
That's right.
That was. Yes, that was. That was the one where they basically hogged all the shots, and then what followed was a bunch of single score ends for about 3 games. They're off and running again, getting them in big chunks.
So we tactical change there by Katelyn. It's not a lot of people gone down there with their first bowl, but obviously wanted to change up something.
Well, this is a lovely reply again from Selina Goddard, just shaving, and that'll nestle just off the back of the mat.
Yeah, just in the pocket there. You always get opportunities to score in the pocket. A lot of players initially will use that as a focus point initially when they start games, is just that 2 feet behind the jack. It's easier to generally drop weight off than add weights when you're making a detailed correction.
So at the moment is shot being held by Katelyn. Nice, easy, flowing release. Selina Goddard.
She just needs to run a little.
It's not going to be far off
A little
though.
towards the top of the. Yep.
Settles, all falls.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's great to have that framing device of the mat to be able to get a bit of an indication as to who has got the shot.
See the hold on here, just a little smoppy, just dipping away. The weight was good enough to score.
Might actually make it look a bit nicer now.
Penultimate bowl of this end for Selina, and
She doesn't like it.
we were talking about that before. It's harder to tell when you do like it with U6 athletes as opposed to when you don't. You're very expressive in that regard.
Speedball.
Thought she might have a crack.
Narrow.
Oh, get lucky. Get lucky.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Oh, she's going to get the shot out. 2.
Yeah, so again, with the no-kill rule in effect, that's going to be re-spotted. So Margaret will extricate that from the ditch, re-spot, and there'll be a couple of shots.
Yeah, there hasn't been too many big lucky results, that is actually quite unusual as well. Normally in this game, there's a big element of the luck factor.
I think that does come down to like sort of how that rank's playing in regards to the weighted shots. Like you're either bang on the target or it swoops away. So
Yeah.
Less chance of getting lucky because you're either in the zone or quite well out of it.
So here's Selina just looking for a straight draw, and this isn't going to be too far away.
That's a good shot.
Oh, she needs it to stop though. Yes, it does.
Good enough, good enough.
There you go, and that again shows that mental fortitude, because she wasn't happy with that previous bowl where she left it well short. There's confirmation from Margaret that we've got the 1, and then to have the presence of mind to be able to gather herself and then deliver a strike like that. 3-3 heading to the 4th. Oh, this is setting up nicely. So that first game between them, final result was...
Yeah, she's just inside the rail.
Shot.
Which is generally goes straight towards the jack. It's a good start.
It's confirming that previous game between them, it was 6-5. It's a 4, then 2, then a 3, then a 1, and then finishing with a single on the 5th.
Get a bit of movement here. That's a great opener.
Wow,
she's got
beautiful
a lot of string going
response.
that way.
Yeah, most of her bowls have landed centre, going down that hand, so...
Isn't it fascinating how that's changed? Absolutely fascinating how that has changed. Selina continuing.
Oh, she's a chance here. Similar to her first one, she turns to the jack.
Here it comes.
Well played.
Here it comes.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Couple of shots and a wee spray as well.
How far is Selina's second shot past the jack, please?
Yeah, she's just
Okay.
asking Katelyn
Thank you.
the question, are you good enough? Sure, she'll thrive at the opportunity.
Beautiful, smooth delivery. There's a little bit of a twitch of the nose. Slides under.
Her weight was decent for what she was wanting.
Now you can see Selina looking, thinking.
It's
What's
important.
the gap between Katelyn's closest bowl and the shot bowl, please?
It's probably important here Selina leaves the red bowl in front where it is. It's helps her protecting those shots. If she does remove it from where it is, it gives Katelyn an opportunity to potentially get out of this. She's played it pretty well.
I think she's
Played
going
it
to hurry
past
pretty
that.
well. Oof.
Oh,
That is mighty.
It's a little bit unlucky with how it fell against.
Because now the attack's definitely on.
Yep. When she gets the kill, she'll get the respot.
Tends to favour a backhand.
Where's that
And
one
it's
trending?
on the
That's
zone.
going to. Oh, so.
Wow.
Again, it has opened things up a little bit again in terms of that target, but now she's got 2 bowls out of play and just 1 to go.
See, I think Selina's just got to load up now. And
Yeah, because all 3 blue bowls can still go.
yeah,
And then if they do go, then the red bowl that's not on the mat will score.
yeah. So I think she's just got to load up and just see what happens really. I wouldn't think you'd worry too much about covering that corner.
Actually, the best shot is at the front of the mat in this scenario. Just covering the jack.
This one
But
looks as
she's,
though it's going to go through.
As long as she's inside this red one, and it's probably good enough for 4.
So that should be good enough, maybe.
Well,
I don't think it's won't change Katelyn's shot, I don't think.
so she does have the option if she wants to go have a look, but she's not going to do that just yet. No, this is a pivotal bowl. It's got to be on point with this.
She's close here.
Very
She's better than close.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, what a bounce!
Bounce back. Oh, dear, oh dear.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to minimise the damage, but far
Well,
out.
you have minimised the
I've
damage,
minimised it,
Katelyn.
all right. But
By 5.
That
Great
is a massive swing. You've actually hit it on the head there, Sheldon. That is pretty much a 5-shot swing. 1 for Katelyn Inch. 4-3 the advantage as we go to the last.
That's crazy.
It's
It's so good. I mean, that's all you ask for, is to send the ball on target. Whatever happens after that, you can't control it.
Yep,
So.
you're in the lap of the bowls gods when that sort of thing happens, and we've seen many a crazy thing happen. I think we saw one with you, Sheldon, earlier in the tournament where it shot out, shot a bowl and came back a little bit as well when we thought there was a chance of a a call there, and it could have been re-spotted.
I'd just gotten over that. Thank you.
That's right. Here to help. Here a week. Pop out to the Kozzy Club. Try the veal. It's delicious.
There's been 2 of my shots like that have been outstanding for my ranking.
Well, I know, as I said, when I was preparing for the job here of being the Bowls5 commentator, I was sort of looking through and watching a few things. I saw I think I may have mentioned this earlier as well, seeing the episode where Ryan Bester actually leapt the jack with one of his spectacular drives.
Yes.
And just bounced it over the top in one of the BBL encounters. I'd say that's probably racked up a view or two across all the different channels.
Yeah, I think there's a few scenarios where bowls have done either uncharacteristic things, or I think Sheldon was involved in the game down
Did you see the one at the Northeast Valley?
Where it jumped over the jack and he was on target to hit it, and it literally...
It just leapt out of nowhere, didn't hit anything else.
Thought it was a game of hurdle bowl.
It's just taken flight out of nowhere that hit nothing.
The Grand National all of a sudden went to a bowls tournament, the Grand National steeplechase broke out. It was gracious.
Worst thing, it was worth 7 if I got it.
We better dial ourselves back into this, because this is very interesting. One shot for Selina Goddard would take us to back-to-back super ends.
Well, she must keep off that though.
Remembering that she will have the final say, final bowl. 3 for inch on the second end, followed by 1 on that last end. 2 to start for Selina on the opening end. She got a single on the third. Oh, this one, and it just gives that little bit more swing, carrying on. Both of the bowlers have yet to use their opportunity. It's
Down, please.
Just out, slightly favourite blue, just...
Yeah. And again, just trying to factor in, you do just see that little bit of shadow, and there we see here that Margaret has confirmed that it remains shot blue. You see that, just the paddle showing underneath Selina's face there on the graphic.
It's got a little bit of heat on this.
Oh, I think she might want it to just slide through a touch, and that there definitely means now that she does have the shot. There's no need for the measure as it sits now.
She actually did herself a favour by turning that bowl out. Obviously, if she had made no contact, it's quite easy. Katelyn could have just landed her own and scored. But that's probably, in this case now, if you land the red one, you're probably still out of the count.
This is her final bowl. Her final opportunity to impact this head, which at the moment it's sitting shot Selina Goddard.
It's just a bit tight.
Oh, goodness. So, well,
shot.
It's all sitting there. She holds 1.
She's guaranteed a super at the moment, so...
providing she doesn't get cut, because they fly.
Well, she's going to be heading back there, and the only thing that'll be in her mind is just a nice draw bowl coming in on this backhand. That's the only thing in her mind, nothing else.
You got this.
A couple of deep breaths.
So you draw you can draw the perfect shot, nice toucher, and it just flies, eh? And could go down.
It's on its way.
She's short, she says.
Could we be going to back-to-back super ends? It's still got to roll. It's still rolling. It's not going to take much if it can get on there. It's going to...
A super end.
We go. We'll wait for the confirmation.
Back to back.
1. Back-to-back super ends.
Here we go.
Yeah. So just the 1
Oh,
bowl
don't do it.
per player.
We did call this, though, to be
Well,
fair.
we saw
Do you want to call or you want me to call?
Taylor
Okay.
in the game
Tails,
previous
please.
against Ryan. We've seen Ryan win the first tiebreaker, which was on the first game of Bowls5 against Shannon McIlroy. We've seen Sheldon Bagrie-Howley win a tiebreaker against Shannon McIlroy. Sorry, not trying to be painful for you there, Shannon, and bring back bad memories. You are top of the table, so I'm sure you're over it now.
Oh, yeah, well and truly.
But oh, my goodness. Well, Selina said it was about moving and trying to get herself into position. This is now just a big bowl in the context of trying to get her ranking a little higher. Selina currently sitting with 3 wins, 5 losses. Katelyn's 4-4. She's at 500. Now this, it's wide open.
Well, she got the shot.
She has got the shot, so now it's just
win.
on Katelyn now. She's just got to get inside that bowl.
A wrong bias could potentially...
Well,
no, it's definitely on the right.
Katelyn looking very focused.
Is it going to run?
This is where the thing, is it going to run? I think it's going to just sneak. It's got to get closer, and it has. That's in the shot.
That shot there could have actually been harder than being on the mat, mate.
Oh, my
you don't
goodness
want to
gracious me. Is,
drop short.
They come forward there. Wow. Gee, it's brutal, that super end, isn't it? Selina, I mean, what was your approach? Was it a simple just try and get it as close as you can there on that final bowl?
Yeah, I guess so. Just try to treat it as another end, but I think in the back of my mind I must have just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm playing a 6th end, this is bizarre. So just must have just been approaching it a little bit different and overshot it.
Well, Katelyn, you're able to step out from behind the commentary booth and get the job done, but gee, I tell you what, not without some challenges there for you.
No, definitely wasn't. Obviously very fortunate with my drive on that end. Going in that direction, I was only trying to, you know, eliminate some bowls out of the head, try and reduce the count, and got the absolute, you know, lucky ultimate result. So just like hang around and see what happens. That's what happened.
Well, you've each got 1 game left. Let's just see what that has done with regards to the points table. So we see McIlroy on top with 6 wins. Then it's Bester, an Inch, and Bruce. Selina Goddard sitting there with 3. And then Sheldon, Bagrie-Howley sitting at the bottom at the moment. You see there the ends one and the points differential now starting to come into play. Well, we have just got the 1 game left today, and it's going to be the 3rd game for Tayla Bruce. She defeated Ryan Bester earlier, having been beaten by Selina Goddard to start the night, but it's going to be Sheldon Bagrie-Howley with another opportunity. She's going to be feeling pretty good. She got the dub over Ryan Bester. I mean, you also got yourself a nice victory over Ryan as well. This is another good opportunity for you to claim a scalp and try and jump up the ladder a touch.
Exactly, but also probably another thing that to think about is which position actually gets to use what colour bowls. I've been playing blue the whole time. It might not be a good thing to change. Got leading into leading into finals, but no, I'll definitely be just trying to move the margin up and just see what happens.
Well, it's going to be the world champion and Maverick here coming up next to finish off this evening's action here on Bowls5.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now Tauranga, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls5 number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.
No mai hoki mai, welcome back to Bowls5. This is our final game of the evening. It's Tayla Bruce versus Sheldon Bagrie-Howley. Here comes the coin toss.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, it's gone for a bit of a run as well.
Oh,
that's just made it worse. It is a hit.
Finally settles.
Where'd you go? Tails.
I see tails. Yeah.
Right, so there we go. So it has been won by Sheldon, and he has asked for Tayla to go first. Shannon McIlroy, Ryan Bester, ready to provide some expert analysis on the final one as we start to really get down to business as we start the 10th round. Remember, it's a double round robin event, so this is the start of our final 3 race games in the regular season. We'll have another couple tomorrow. Oh, then we are starting to get ourselves ever closer. Starting to get very close to playoffs, which will take place next week. This is another key opportunity here for Tayla, who got that good win over Ryan in the second battle of the World Champions earlier on this evening. Sheldon with an opportunity just to try and push his way a little bit up the ladder. It's starting to take shape. One game to go. It's the final game in the round robin for these two athletes.
Yeah, anyone here from either of these players to potentially see them progress, whether it's a spot or up the ladder, which in turn might save them from playing an extra game. Obviously, 6th and 5th are pretty much identical. They'd have to play this first game regardless.
Yeah, we've got to stress to those people who are just wondering the importance of the ranking. So, yeah, everyone does qualify for the playoffs, but it is that step ladder elimination. So we will start with the 2 players ranked 5 and 6. They will play first, and then the winner of that will advance to play the person who finished 4th. And the winner of that game advances to play 3rd, winner of that to 2nd, and then sitting there, top qualifier. He's going to have to sit and wait and twiddle thumbs and then get them nice and warm and get ready to perform in a one-off 5-end match for the Bowls5 pendant. So this is still key again. It's those reminder that the ends won, the shot differential as well could be the difference between maybe playing in the opening game or maybe getting the opportunity to watch 2 others battle in that first game and sort of come in there on the second run.
Absolutely. Maybe a couple of shots here to Sheldon, start this off. Potentially 3, might be 2.
Could be 3. Oh, goodness. Okay. How short is my last one from the target mat, please? This one? Yeah. The one that's closest, how short is it?
Oh, that far.
Okay, so it's just out. Thank you.
It's a lovely way about her, Tayla Bruce, and the way she plays. And
I think she's a bit quick. Might have to run into something.
it's going to scoot all the way. So there is a good option here for Sheldon to make a cracking start. Possible even to make the maximum start, maybe.
It's what we call a free kick.
So let's get past that. Doesn't want to hit it in. Yeah, he's good.
Bonus ball. It's just got to roll out. Look at that. That should be a full allotment.
Yeah, dream start for Sheldon there.
I'm just going to take these 2 out and see.
We see there.
Not an ideal start. Well, for you it is.
Right, there you go. You heard that is 4. What a great start. And straight away, 1 full end to the good. Just 1 end in.
Every end and every shot counts for Sheldon, where he's currently sitting on the ladder. He'll be looking to, if he can, win as many ends as possible in this game.
He's really settled in and bounced back. He has changed tactics, curbed some of the more assertive play, and it really has paid great dividends for him, particularly in this second go-round.
It's a great start from Taylor. Yeah, after dropping a forward, do a shot like that. try to get on the board this end and fight back into the game.
Sheldon.
Ooh. With a bit of weight here.
Okay. This is the Sheldon we saw in early rounds, didn't we?
Well,
a little bit keen to get in there, get amongst it.
It's interesting as well, even with those shots though, he has taken a lot of force off them. At times he was really trying to scoot them through. Dare I say it, some of them were Bester-esque efforts in terms of the way he was really reaching back. So he's just sort of, again, he's even, with the assertive stuff, he's even toned that back a little bit.
Yes, yes, definitely in the middle stages of the rounds. He's played very well. His draw's been pretty good. A couple of losses, mixed in with a few wins, but some of those losses were only really one bowl here and there. That
Well, again, he did have some moments we saw in that previous match where we saw the Jack take a very fortuitous ricochet in the favour of Katelyn Inch. We saw one that didn't really go that way for Sheldon, and it's those small margins. We keep talking, we keep banging on about it, and I'm sorry but not sorry, because it does really tell the story of some of these games that there hasn't been much in it, even though the scoreboard says there was a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking at least get second shot here. You know, picking up a 4. You know, if you drop 1, you're still in great position in the game. Gets it clear, right? I don't think he's very close here.
Yeah, he's close to drawing this. Might be just over the top, but
just going to roll through. Might settle on that back bowl though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Is it still 1, please?
Was that a question or an order?
So hard to tell. They all look like they're in a line from here, so.
Close, but I'll favour you.
Okay.
I don't think that's what you wanted to hear, Sue.
How close is it? Are you quite confident?
You've got one.
Cool. Thank you.
There we go.
Good sportsmanship there from Sheldon.
Just kidding.
You wouldn't do that.
Well, how's this one going to roll?
Looks pretty good. Doesn't want to touch the jack.
That's the thing. She wouldn't want any jack movement at all.
Get to the blue.
Oh, that's nice. That's worked well. A little bit of a knowing glance over at Shannon McIlroy as well as she strides on down.
Taylor. She nearly turned it past the other red. That she could have made a 4 badge back.
It's very nice and a great response, having shelled 4 on the first. That's a lovely comeback, as you would expect from someone of Tayla Bruce's stature.
Yeah, that end just the way Sheldon decided to play it, sort of obviously attacking with the second bowl. If you've made contact and moved some bowls around or hit the target, could have turned it in his favour, but he's put himself under a little bit of pressure there.
I think Taylor's probably put herself under a little bit as well, as she leaves that a lot short. Sheldon quite happy just to keep working the backhand side.
Yeah, just slightly inside the line, but it's going to be pretty good.
Around the purple, there's nothing wrong with that.
Good shot.
See Taylor deciding to switch hands as well.
Yeah, she's one of the few players that have been starting down that forehand side going this direction last few games, and not the worst switch.
It's good enough for second shot. She gets on the mat.
Yeah, she can use that with her next one.
Sheldon there with his trusty towel.
Yeah, just needs to negotiate the red, and he's real good.
That's
a little contact.
It's a shot for Taylor.
Still not a difficult shot for Sheldon to play conversion here, the way the head's lying. Taylor will be looking to try and close this off a little. If she can get to her bowl, turn it towards the jack, just around the back. Like another 4. Just that's a slight frame, as we mentioned previous games.
Just trying to get a look at the pattern there on Sheldon's rag that he's got there in his left hand. Very bright colours.
He's got the outside.
Oh, just
Is
nudges
there any
that one.
changes going on there, please? Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Almost clipped it in for 2, but just a 1.
The thought process. Oh, and this is interesting. Third end, and she just wants to go have a wee bow peep. Down by a couple. Very interesting. Just to those not familiar with what we're getting at here, you're allowed to go and have a look at the head after your third bowl, but you can only do it on one end. We've normally seen our competitors look to do it around end 4 or 5. He just really wants to have that clarity, knowing how pivotal this middle end could be in this contest.
Yeah, she might be looking at maybe try to land Sheldon's ball for 3.
Sheldon's come join us over here at the commentary, Lena. Well, we've now got that on record.
Just on the draw.
The weight's crucial with this shot. Looks, just get past the front.
Well, this is going to be so tight. This is going to be so tight. She needs a
Not all
nice little
bad.
rub.
She closed off the lane where probably Sheldon was looking to go through. She's made his shot more difficult. Might opt in to change.
He might go forehand quick for the jack. He's got the deepest ball.
So he's up by a couple here, but it is Tayla who's holding shot here on this third end.
Forehand social weight. He just needs to.
I think he has to hold on. I think it's a bit tight.
Oh dear.
You heard it. You heard the OD, yeah?
Oh, he might have scored out of that.
Oh, he might have got lucky though.
Like happens when you reach the head. as they say.
Absolutely.
I just tend to think that might actually be shot.
There'll be a close measure on this. They're both sort of hugging the inside of the.
No, there you go. Favouring that blue. There wouldn't have been much in it, but Tayla instantly said no, shot Sheldon.
Yeah, a little bit fortuitous there for Shell.
Well, he'll be the first to tell you he was due a little bit of luck because he did have some tough breaks early on in this Bowls5 competition.
Even at the end, he got a bit lucky. He hit Taylor in for shot where if he avoids that, he's holding 2 anyway. So that's the little things that happen in our great game.
So 5-2. This is a good advantage. Going about penultimate end. It's the final game of the night. This is the last in the round robin section. This is the 10th game apiece for Tayla and Sheldon. They just stack up at the front.
This one's just racing a bit. But always a good ball getting behind. Especially when you drop your first one short.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the reason why everyone's like, oh, why is it always a good bowl? Well, generally, the jack normally can only go in one direction back, although Katelyn Lynch decided to prove that theory occasionally, doesn't always apply.
Very close for shot. I think it might have fallen in.
Very good ball from Taylor though.
We're just actually talking with regards to the ricochet and the different ways the jack can sometimes rack. Of course, we've mentioned Ryan as well, something that you obviously got a
What's
was
the
pretty
situation,
prominent on
please?
social media for you from the BBL, where you actually somehow managed to leap your bowl over the top of the jack.
Yeah, they had a ball about 6 inches behind. I split balls in front, and my ball hopped over the jack and got the ball out. But we ended up losing the end anyway. So.
So bad.
They didn't have that on the social media clip. They just had the one shot.
Yeah, but it looked cool.
I'll tell you what, this looks pretty cool as well. This is going to be interesting. Just a slight movement, settles.
Might have actually made 2 out of that, so she never had shot previously.
She'll get the final shot here and now. Decision for Sheldon. Does he decide to go and have a look himself?
I think backhand, if he gets on the front line, he probably gets in for second. He can land. You know, he won't be too disappointed dropping 1, being 2 up with the last ball.
I say up by 3 shots as well. No need to maybe burn that visit to the head.
It's got a run,
This
I
end.
think.
Get up. Ooh, that is.
Could be second.
That is a
good, close to second.
very good bowl.
Am I still the one, please?
Definitely 1.
Right, so
This is where she went down to see the head last end.
yeah, she can't go now. She can't go now. So relying on those questions and maybe what she remembers from that.
So it's a repeat her ball. If she falls off her last one, yeah, she should be F2.
Well, let's just set up. It could be another grandstand finish. Gee, this is tracking nice.
So let's get
Gonna
down.
set.
Scrolling a little bit.
Just through. I thought that was just going to turn there a little bit. Now this will be interesting.
Body language says Sheldon thinks it's just 1.
He could also be trying to sell it. Just the 1. So Sheldon Bagrie-Howley will take a 2-shot advantage into the final end.
First 2 bowls here become quite important for Tayla.
Yeah.
To set to try and score multiple here, so should be looking to try and ice this jack early.
Well, the other thing we know too is that Sheldon is not averse to maybe trying to drag Jack through into the ditch early on. So does she need to be cognizant of that? Does she need to try and cover in some way, shape or form?
She's try and get one on the line.
She can get on the line. Nearly perfect. Nearly ideal start, but obviously still a bit of pressure on Shell now. So a little bit inside where it needs to be, and the weight's just a little short. This is where it becomes important for Tayla to make sure she's drawing towards the back of the circle.
You said she needed 2 good bowls to start.
Yes.
She's got 1 down there, Shannon.
Yep. Ideal result is to turn this jack just slightly around the corner. This is good wherever it goes.
She's just going to slide by.
Yeah. So the always going to give herself a chance.
Bester and Shannon McIlroy like that as a starter. Sheldon now has to respond.
I think Sheldon, he just needs a good second, and if he does attack, he gets that ball out, and then he should have the spot. So
if this one keeps running, it's going to be mighty close. Just that final turn at the end, so he now holds second.
So Taylor will be playing the inside line, trying to land the last one or trail the jack. If she gets a split, might pop her one behind the jack and sit really nice.
Remembering that Sheldon will have final bowl on this final end.
Very close.
This is
That's
tracking real nice.
This is very, very close. Okay.
I think we'll see the attack now.
She's created a little hole there. Bester. There's a tiny gap there for a bowl to go through.
Oh, wow, now that's made it interesting. Just brief aside, what is it about people called Ryan? Ryan Crotty only ever gets called Crotty. Ryan Bester only ever gets called Bester. Is it a Ryan thing? I don't know. It's just something I noted, having been around Ryan Crotty on.
Because he's the best.
Maybe, that's what it could be.
He's better than everyone.
In Canada, you always just called your mates by their last name. Right?
Yeah. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Does sound good. Well.
She's actually played this very well.
Hang on to it.
She gets just a little I actually think that's a good shot.
She holds 4.
Because the spot where he has to draw to is not where everyone's been drawn to.
I get the feeling Tayla Bruce wants to hide somewhere so she doesn't have to watch what is about to happen.
Oh, if he gets it, it's a great shot. I mean, I can't do much more than what I've tried to do.
He's got a good chance to at least get third and to go to the super end.
Oh, another super end.
Well, that's true, so
maybe.
Be 3 in a row.
This will be interesting. What has this young man conjured up in his mind?
Ice in your veins, Shell?
This.
How you looking?
Seems tight, but
This is going to be interesting.
He needs a roll on the blue one.
Oh, I think it's going to come
Needs
up.
2 rolls.
It's coming up.
One more.
outstanding.
Well, they'll go. They'll have a look.
3.
If it's 3,
Yeah, I'd say
it's
that
Tayla
next
Bruce.
one came up.
If it's 2, it's another
3.
super end. It's 3. Wow, coming up big in the big moments again. Nice big deep breath there.
Yeah, what do you know?
Taylor, well, there you go. Well,
marathon, that one.
there you go.
Like a
Well,
long game.
was that a little bit of benefit of having the extra time? As I said, this was your 3rd game this evening. Did it feel as though that was a little bit helpful in this final encounter?
I think every game we play, we take something away with us to put into the next game. And I think the confidence of some of those upshots in the last game, I knew that I didn't have to draw perfect and I could still get myself out of some sticky situations, and then that kind of naturally helped me draw a bit more comfortably. So I don't know, it was a close game. It could have been either of ours.
Well, Sheldon, what I think we're going to find when we have a look at the scoreboard shortly is I think it means that you're going to be probably in either position 5 or 6. You've played your 10 games, so you know exactly now what you're going to have to do come our
5 wins.
finals night. Are you ready to climb a ladder?
Oh, it's, you know, that's the only way is up now. Because, you can't go any further. So,
Up or out.
Yeah, so might take your job after this.
Well, you never know. You're more than welcome to prop along, that is for sure, but we want to see you advance. Let's just go over and just check what the scoreboard shows. And there you see that Tayla Bruce, she's now played all 10 of her round-robin games. She's 5-5, so she's at 500. Sheldon Bagrie-Howley still actually sitting there. You see him, he's at 5 at the moment. Selina Goddard does have one more game, though, so there is the opportunity for her maybe to jump up, but he will definitely be in that 5 and 6 to start. It's still McIlroy, Bester, Inch, Bruce, Bagrie-Howley and Goddard. All is set up really, really nicely. Let's see what we've got coming up next. Well, the final 2 games of our double round robin, it's going to be Shannon McIlroy and Selina Goddard to get us underway, and then Ryan Bester versus Katelyn Inch. And then in our next night, we are going to also have as well another one of the exhibition games. I'd love to tell you what format that is going to take, but to be quite frank, I have no idea. Maybe male versus female again. It might be draw it out of a hat. It could be a tag team event. We honestly do not know. What you are going to have to do, though, is join us next week for Bowls5 and find out. Until then, ka kite anō.
Dear Diary, my move to Somerset has been quite the page-turner. Sally wants me on the croquet team, but Beth says Mahjong is where all the fun is at. I can hear Barry's choir from here. And Kenneth's passionate about getting everyone's heart rate up. But Molly and I opted to do a whole lot of nothing today. A wonderfully underrated pastime.
High-performance sports requires a laser focus every day. To get the best out of everyday life, consider vision correction by the professionals at Laser Eye Centre. With clinics in Pukekohe and 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗲 and state-of-the-art theatres in Hamilton and now Tauranga, you'll be living your best life in no time. Get a free assessment, plus your Bowls Hub number will get you a special offer on your procedure. Easy.